Greens, everyone. Okay, I slept on this topic because at first I was going to make a video, but I decided not to. But now I'm going to make a video because I think it really just needs to be said at this point. If you are not aware of the drama that's been going on, it came out that the publisher, not the developers, of Drug Dealer Simulator 2 were exploring their legal options in regards to copyright. Now, a lot of people then lost their shit because how dare you try to use legal force just because another game is more successful than you? That is what people thought. And the publisher really has done not a great job of explaining themselves. They have now explained themselves, saying they had no choice. It's required by law. Is it though? Yes, actually, they are not lying. This is 100% required by law. Directors have a fiduciary duty to manage the company's intellectual property with the same care and diligence for other corporate assets. This includes understanding the value of the IP, implementing protection measures, and ensuring the company doesn't misappropriate IP or utilization or utilize misappropriated IP. And it gets worse. For example, directors must be informed of the value of their intellectual property and always remember their duty of loyalty to their shareholders. Similarly, courts require directors to implement necessary internal controls to protect their corporation's intellectual property assets. The publisher was not lying when they said they had no choice but to do it. It is required by them by law. And this is why this is really stupid, though, okay? And now do your own research, but this is just stuff I've heard over the years. When it comes to other mediums like movies, books, if something is too similar, you have a stronger case for copyright protection. When it comes to gaming, you only really have copyright protections if they steal your assets or they steal your code directly. And in this case, obviously, Schedule 1 did neither. So there was never a case for copyright infringement. And the worst part is, even though publishers in the gaming industry, because my understanding is, because gaming is so transformative when you play it, you can basically make a complete blatant ripoff or darn close to it, and it still would not be copyright infringement. Now, you have to change it up a bit, but because the experience can be so dynamically different, it's really hard to get a copyright lawsuit going with gaming. That's why you virtually never hear of any. And again, it's been years since I've heard about this topic talked about, so do your own research. The point is, even though they know this, because they have a fiduciary duty to protect their IP, they have to treat gaming like it is a book or a movie, and then hire a firm to come in and see if their copyright's being violated. And the worst part is the firm's going to come in and say, yeah, no, your copyright is not being violated. But the publisher has to still waste money to go through this process that they already know the outcome to, because the law straight up tells them they have no other choice. So, guys, while I know you are livid at Schedule 1 being targeted like this, you need to calm down. The publisher didn't want to do it. They legally had to do it, and they knew it would go nowhere. And let me tell you this, the worst part is all the outlets that whipped you up into an angry fervor, they all know this too. This is not hidden knowledge. I am not the oracle who perceived this knowledge in a dream. I'm not part of some legal Illuminati, or legal mindset, or whoever takes me aside like, Kevin, this is sacred legal knowledge that you must never divulge to outsiders. Listen carefully. This is how copyright works for gaming. Like, this is stuff you heard from content creators years back. This is stuff you could easily look up. And despite the fact that they could have told you, like, hey, they have to do this, it's going to go nowhere. It's just, what's the word? Perfunctionary? Is that the word? Just something they have to do as a matter of course of business. It means nothing. It meant nothing. But that is not sensationalist, so the media just didn't tell you that part. Now, if you want to get pissed off, look at Nintendo. They are patenting gameplay mechanics to crush their competition. Now, that lawsuit is not looking good in Nintendo's favor, but they tried to do so. Get mad at them. Because unlike what Drug Dealer Simulator 2's publisher did, this actually has a chance to work and ruin the industry. Because imagine if every company then rushes to patent every gameplay mechanic under the sun that they can get away with patenting. It would shut down creativity. It would shut down a good chunk of the indie scene. Hell, indie developers could invent something unique and then shut it down from the rest of the industry unless they want to pay a ton of money to that developer. This is something that should be crushed in its infancy. And frankly, we should probably be lobbying Congress or whatever your government is to outlaw the patenting of gameplay mechanics. They understand this with AI. They don't want any impediments to AI development. But at the same time, they're like, oh yeah, let's throw all these impediments to game development. What Nintendo's doing is nonsensical and frankly greedily evil. And the whole Schedule 1 versus Drug Dealer Simulator 2 was a nothing burger that the media could have been honest and told you all what was going on from the start, yet they chose not to. They willfully, well, lied by omission. As the context is very different from evil company trying to screw over indie dev versus, yeah, we know this is going to go nowhere, but by law, we have to do it. And that's all there is to say on this. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you next video. And if you actually heard me out completely, I appreciate you. Have a good one.